code editor could actually understand your code and help you write it better. So today I'm building for Head Starters project a AI powered code editor that integrates Google's Gemini AI to assist with coding. So let me show you a little bit about how it works and whatnot. So before we even start, I wanted to introduce myself. My name is Antonio, and I'm very excited to share my latest work and my latest project that I'm still working on, which would be a full stack AI powered code assistant. Now, a little bit more on the full stack is that just I'm having some issues with the front end, but I will get to that later. So, the idea of this project is that it lets you interact with code in a smart way, and you would get real time suggestions, explanation, and maybe even auto completion using Gemini AI API. It's a lot of eyes, but let's break it down for now. So for this project, I used Node.js and Express for the backend. I used Google Gemini API for the AI powered response. I used Cores or CORS and .env for the security configurations, and in the front end, like I mentioned, having a little bit of issues with the front end. Still working on it, but to be determined for the time being. So essentially, this setup allows my server to take the user's code and process it with Gemini AI and actually return helpful insight right inside the editor itself. So it's a very cool concept. It's a very needed concept. But let's start with the code breakdown. So right now I'm on server.js, and this is just where all the fun stuff happens. So I'm building the Express server to handle the request. The key part and the key important part is actually importing the necessary modules for setting up the core security and initializing the model itself. So when we take a look at these right here, we can actually see that we're importing the correct things. We're putting our constants in as well. We're loading the environment, the app for Express, and these two right here. So the next step would be to handle the AI chat request itself. So for that, we have to go down here to chat. And essentially what this does, it is just taking the code or taking the chat in, the prompt, and then the full prompt is, you know, you are working with, and then the context code, and please consider the following. And then it's the code that was selected and the selected text, and then current source code, and then it just prints out the current source code. So for these instructions, you could change it. You could change whatever you want. You can, make this prompt the way you would like to. But for myself, I found that this was a very good way of making the prompt. So finally, we actually run this server, which is, well, obviously these are the autocomplete parts. This is the full text prompt itself when you ask a question. This is the autocomplete part. But finally, we can actually get to the server. So starting the server. So finally, obviously, we start the server on port 3000, so it's accessible via localhost. So this is obviously something I need to change, but I was running into errors, which when I access my localhost, this is what I get. And I do not know where this error is coming from. And obviously, I'm going to have to look at all of these and try to edit most of these. Node modules has been, giving me a couple errors. I need to comment out a lot of things, and just to ensure that I can actually find where the error is. So a future step for this project would definitely be to fix that. But I feel that the code itself and all the integration is very well formed. I do not think that there is a problem in that section. So once I get the front end to work, I want to also include maybe some animations, maybe some interactive features, just to make the program itself and the project a little more user friendly, if you will. Make it easier for your average day to day person to use, and also your most, I quote Yassine on this, cracked software engineer to use. So this has been and this is still a very fun project, a very interesting project, and it definitely gets my brain working, all the resources that I went to, and it's a very good project as well if you would like to understand API connections and also integrating other APIs into your project. This is a very good base foundation for that matter, and I would recommend all of you actually who are interested in AI to attempt something of this manner. So, thank you for watching, and next week I'll be back with another project.